In this video, we're going to bring you 3 more things that people just take for granted or might not even notice in London. Are you ready? Stick with us. Here we go. For our first item, we're going to a bridge just behind Covent Garden. This is the Bridge of Aspiration, although it's commonly known as the Twisty or Bendy Bridge for obvious reasons. It's just behind Covent Garden and links the Royal Ballet School with the Royal Opera House. The bridge was built in 2003 and is built with 23 square portals with glazed intervals, which gives you this illusion when walking through. You've got to admit, whether you like it or not, it's certainly quite striking. So, if you're in Covent Garden, make sure you keep an eye out for it. Next, we take a trip from the West End to the south side of the city and right in front of Shakespeare's Globe. This area is Cardinal's Wharf and it contains a few 18th century houses that are the oldest in the area. Number 49 here with the yellow door was built in around 1710 and stands on the site of Cardinal's Cap Inn. The inn was extremely popular with Elizabeth ferrymen and also once housed a brothel. The alleyway by the side here, which you can just see by the side of Cardinal's Wharf, was well and truly used by William Shakespeare to get back and forward to the Globe. It's believed that Sir Christopher Wren lived here while St Paul's Cathedral was being built, and when Catherine of Aragon arrived in the UK in 1502 to later marry Henry VIII, she took shelter here on her first landing in London. What's remarkable is this street is right by the Globe Theatre, so millions of tourists come past, but I bet no one knew these. Our final item takes us here to Rectory Gardens, which is a 5-minute walk from Limehouse Basin. We go to a churchyard to discover this. Here we're in St Anne's at Limehouse. And as you can see, it's a beautiful church in its own right. We're going to have a look at the main pyramid in just a couple of seconds. As we move up and look at the roof, you'll see that there are some pinnacles, and these also have pyramids on the top of them. Nicholas Hawksmoor, who was a student of Sir Christopher Wren, built the church back in 1714. And this is one of his 6 London churches. This 9-foot high 4-sided pyramid, the original purpose is not really known, but it's thought that it might have been intended to install on one of the corners of the east end of the building. Some researchers that have looked into this think it relates to Hawksmoor's interest in pagan and Masonic symbolism. Three sides of the pyramid are fairly plain, with not many markings on it. As we come to the final side, you'll see that the words Wisdom of Solomon are carved into a raised coat of arms on which there's a unicorn. Here you can just make out the crest, which has been weathered. And as we look higher, you can see the words, the Wisdom of Solomon. Once again, weathered. What's interesting is this has been here for nearly 300 years, yet the tree at the side hasn't. Be interesting to see if nature wins. I hope you've enjoyed our look at 3 different aspects of London that so many people will just walk past and either not even notice or wonder what it relates to. On the top right hand corner, I've put a playlist together for some other secret things in London that people probably just walk past, which relates to London's history. So if you click on those videos, I'll see you in there very shortly.